Hello and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Incineroar, which just got released, and I used a lot of rare candies again on this Pokemon, like always basically when new Pokemon gonna get released. So we're gonna take a look at it in Ultra League as well, which was even more expensive, but I managed to get a really good one that's a rank 8 Incineroar for Ultra League, and I'm pretty happy with this. And you see the movesets now, Dark Pulse and Fire Blast here, because like I played it for like 2 games prior with a Flame Charge, and I was like, okay, and why the hell am I playing it? Doesn't really give it that much of a benefit, while Fire Blast gives them a nice nuke that does a lot of damage, as you can see here. And like, yeah, I'm way more happy with the Fire Blast than with the with the Flame Charge, because Flame Charge is only really good if you have also a fast move that does a lot of damage, and you don't have the COS now, so like it doesn't really make sense to go for anything else than Fire Blast at this point of time. It's like a different story with the Talonflame, which we also have on the team. This team that I played was a little weird, and you saw already some lag there. The game was so horrible laggy the entire time. Like I cut off some matches where I just lost straight to lag. Right now it's not fun to play, to be honest. The lag is insane, which always happens when they have a new cool event happening, and here we have like now Generation 7 release, so the game is lagging again. But yeah, like it was really not fun to play right now, but hey, we still managed to have a pretty decent result with this team, and I actually climbed some point with this team as well, which was nice, so I went positive with it. But also the team itself, like I don't know, I had no idea what I wanted to play with this, because you always have like some kind of weakness with it. Here for this team, like what would I do against the Jellicent? Really, I have like one answer for Jellicent, which is the Incineroar itself. Incineroar is a very nice answer to Jellicent actually, because Jellicent, even though it's a water type, it's also a ghost type, and the main charge move it has is like Ice Beam and Shadow Ball, and otherwise it has Bubble Beam, but Bubble Beam doesn't do anything against it. And Incineroar is actually pretty decently bulky, so that was kind of fine, but I faced a lot of Gyarados, which I actually didn't expect. Like before I played in Ultra League, I haven't faced a single Gyarados there. Now I play in Ultra League, I have a double fire team with a fighting type in the lead, and I faced Gyarados the entire time. Algorithm is confirmed also by Niantic. Nah, but like I was kind of unlucky with this, I think. But here also I should have went into the Incineroar, because one Snarl would have KO'd him before the other move here, so that was kind of a misplay. And we see a lot of triple water teams as well. I think I faced 2 of them in total, and there's nothing you can do against triple water with if you have double fire, especially with just a fighter in the lead. Here we have the Mundle in the back, which is funny because you're gonna see Incineroar gonna go for the boom, and this thing gonna be gone. And bye bye Mundle, and sadly we just need one more turn to get to the Dark Pulse, but my opponent gets to like, there was sign like, it always, which people like don't, like some people I see like raging about this. You see the charge move button 1 turn plopping up before you can actually use it, and this is something that like irritates people, which I also can understand. But there, for example, I already saw that I could run for the Dark Pulse, but my opponent needs 8 turns and I need 9 turns to get to my move, so everything was right there. Just like a visual thing that looks a little bit weird sometimes. We can found on the Stunfisk. This team also has a problem a little bit against the, okay, my opponent here, I don't know, surrendered or his game crashed, or like Niantic trolled him again, something like this. Like I just gonna farm down here, but the team also struggles a little bit against Deoxys defense, because counter is super effective against Incineroar, even though the dark typing is good against it. Incineroar actually should usually win the 0 shields against Deoxys defense, but everything else, like you just get hard countered. But it's like very close depending on the IVs of the Deoxys, I think, and if you get moves through and not. If you win like the 0 shields. But other than this, like this team is a little bit weak against this as well. But yeah, I also went out already before and played the event, of course. I didn't put like, only got my first Litten and then powered it up immediately. I caught like, I don't know, 20 Litten or something before, so it wasn't that crazy of like the investment in terms of a rare candy. That was still like, I think 150 or something for this Pokemon. Whoopsie. But yeah, hopefully the next one's gonna be a little bit cheaper. I'm still like at 300 rare candies. but I might do some more raids so I just get some more in advance, because I expect a lot of new Pokemon gonna be released this month and this season in general. So yeah, I expect that we get all the tabus, by the way, because what we already know now is that there are going to be island challenges, which are already live in game as well, which is just like a very simple 4-step quest. And they are always for like the guardians of the island. So because now we have Tapu Koko, we have like his own island there, and most likely we're just going to swip through the islands and get like new raid bosses. That's also most likely why the last raid boss of this month is not announced yet, because it's most likely gonna be a Tapu. I actually don't know which it's gonna be. I think it's Tapu Bulu. Should be the second one. I think it's the second is Tapu Bulu, then the Tapu Lele, and then the Tapu Fini. I think this is the order, but I'm not sure. I know that Tapu Koko was the first. I played the games, but I actually didn't really like Sun and Moon. I liked Ultra Sun and Moon, but then again, like, it was kind of awkward to have a game that was basically not different to the other than like a few changes which really made it better. But like, you basically played the same game twice, which then felt weird again. If they just released the second one, that everything would be fine. But yeah. Definitely something I'm looking forward to for the new raid bosses. Gonna be interesting if they have some play as well. And it's gonna be interesting how good they're gonna be in Go Battle League. I think it's cool that Niantic only releases the moves of the Pokemon at the same time when they release it. Like, we don't know how good the other Pokemon gonna be yet. Like, I did some predictions towards like what can happen before on my channel. I have like my prediction series there, but yeah, like we still don't know what the rest of the Pokemon from Generation 7 have as moves, which was always like not this case before. Like, we already know every Pokemon from Generation 8, for example, with their moveset. So a little bit different. Here we actually won against the Jellicent, which was kind of funny because, yeah, Jellicent hardwards my entire team basically. But yeah, against Talonflame in the lead, I think you always run the 2 shields going straight for cross chop. What I still do here, usually I try to catch the second move on the Incineroar because it's pretty easy to catch. I think I always catched it against him. Like, there was nothing where my opponent didn't got basically the what's it called, the flame charge on my Incineroar, which is really cool because then it does nothing. You outspeed him to the next charge move and you would KO him already thanks to the counter damage. Here we bait out the Swampert, which is good because Swampert is something we don't really want to face, and sadly he gets to another move, but I was like, okay, I kinda need some energy on my own Talonflame to win this game, and we have to hope that there's something weak in the back. He goes into his own Talonflame as well, and here I just miss an entire Incinerate there. Like, my opponent just got an entire Incinerate off for free. In the middle, I don't know, like, I just lagged there for 3 seconds, which is going to cost me the game, most likely. Very cool game, very, very nice, very, very cool. I didn't want to play, like, I didn't want to throw my Incinerate anyway. But yeah, like, I would have got to my charge move before the other Talonflame otherwise, and like this, I lost even more than 3 seconds. I think my second Incinerate just came through after he threw his charge move and 3 Incinerates, so... yeah, this happened quite a lot, sadly, right now, which always happens basically when we have new league changes. The game is very bad. Here, my opponent wasn't really good against my Machamp, which is like, Machamp was actually the MVP of this team, like, not gonna lie, Machamp was so good. We're gonna be able to catch the move here again. I love that. He goes for the Incinerate. I take this all day long. We can go for our Dark Pulse. And I think this was the game where I shielded just for the fun. I think this was the time where I shield just for fun. Yeah, but he goes for the bait, but it's fine. We can go for another Dark Bolt. This Dark Bolt's gonna be able to KO him, and we're gonna see that he has a Ferrothorn on the back, and we still had a Fire type in the back, and he knew that he couldn't do anything against me, so it's fine. Against Charm users, it's the only thing where you kind of want to have the Flame Charge because you get charmed down anyway, but here we can at least get to 2 Dark Pulses, which I take. And I put him low half health and I get the shield from him. I'm just gonna go straight into my Talonflame no matter what. We can get the Incinerate through, which is nice. And we're gonna be able to farm all the way down now in time before he can get to another move. We have 80 energy. We see the Giratina coming in. Giratina is a big problem for this team as well. I don't know what ghost types, I guess. Ghost types with a typing that's also, of course, weak to, like good against fire types, which is here the case. I'm just gonna let this go. Here the Charm user in the lead, there was no way he has like anything else in the deck that would counter my fighting type, but I guess ABA teams are still the thing. I still don't know why they're a thing. Yeah, of course, yeah, I lost against it, but I lost against it because I lost the lead and the save and the swap then with that. My team was just weak to Charm and not because ABA teams are good. I still don't understand those teams. Nidoqueen is a bigger problem for this team as well. I'm just gonna shield here, I think. Oh no, I'm just gonna throw my move immediately. I'm then gonna swap out, he let this go. I can just incinerate, like, snarl him down. The thing is, why doesn't Incineroar has Incinerate? I don't understand this, like it should get this. Think if this thing gets Incinerate and the Blast Burn, it's gonna be very good. Blast Burn in general gonna help him so much. You saw how much the Fire Blast there did already. That was hilarious. And here we see the Deoxys defense swap in, which is not really cool. We can go for Dark Pulse. But yeah, like this thing has a lot of potential. Like imagine this thing getting Incinerate and the Blast Burn. That's gonna be like such a good Pokemon. Gonna be so meta. And we get to another move here. There was a one Deoxys where I didn't get to the second move, but this wasn't it, I guess. And I can go into my Talonflame, and here I have to farm all the way down and use 2 shields because he gets to 2 Rock Slides in time before I can get to my charge move anyway. But at this point I can farm down, get to 100 energy, and I still might have a chance to win this game. He goes into the Mandibuzz. Maybe I shouldn't have went for the move here, to be honest. I just go straight for the move. He goes for the Victory Bell. What? Why are you swapping in here? I guess my opponent expected me to swap into my champ there, but I didn't do this, and he over predicted me and lost the game because of this, which I take. We have a Dragon Tail Gyarados. Dragon Tail gonna be, by the way, way better soon in the next season than the Dragon Breath, because with Dragon Breath before, the cool thing with like one-turn moves was that you can snipe Pokemon that have a charge move but only are like 1 Dragon Breath away from dying, so they cannot throw their charge move in time. This is gonna be fixed most likely in the next season. So Dragon Tail gonna just gain then in popularity, and Dragon Breath, if you have like the chance in between, always basically gonna be worse. So yeah, not by much, but still, like it's gonna be a little bit worse. Here we have the Cresselia against our Incineroar, and Incineroar is actually a really decent Cresselia counter, as usually with those dark types they are not bulky enough to take 2 Moonblast, but here we are, and we are gonna be able to take 2 Moonblasts. And we can just sweep my opponent now. I know that I'm going to be able to survive one of the Brave Birds here still. So I just swapped into my Talonflame, can go for a Flame Charge. This is going to be able to KO him. And we're going to see the Cresselia coming in at the end. The Flame Charge is going to be able to get him pretty low to 1 HP. But he kind of wants to still KO me. But Incineroar just going to finish him off. And good game there. Deoxys defense again. I think this was the time where I don't know how this even happened. I actually don't know how this happened. We're gonna see that he should be able to KO me in time. But there was also, yeah, he gonna be able to KO. Oh, he tried to KO me. He would have been able to KO me in time if he tried to, but he swaps into Walrein, which I take. But I don't know. Like I don't know why he would have been able to KO me there. Maybe he has a 15-15-12. Just like actually the ideal moves, IV spread for the Deoxys defense. You don't even want the rank 1 version of that. So I don't know. But yeah, now we have Talonflame against the Deoxys here, which is not the best. He goes over on Rock Slide. He swaps into Registeel. And actually, which I didn't know before, he doesn't even have to shield here. There's nothing he can do, like, which really threatens me. But they actually threw the game at this point. If I just win for the Flame Charge before my second Incinerate there, like I went for 1 Incinerate between my 2 Flame Charges, I would have been able to farm on down in time and would have got to a move against this thing. Here we have a lag again, which does not allow me to get to a move again. Cool. But I actually threw the game by going for 1 more Incinerate before I threw my Flame Charge, which was kind of sad. But it's okay. Into the last game, we're gonna have the Swampert in the lead, which I take because I want to have it in the lead. And he also allowed me to get to the next cross jump in time. He has 2 moves already, but like this, I'm gonna just KO this thing, and I am fine with that. We see the Cresselia coming in, and Cresselia doesn't really like to see the Incineroar. We have two good Pokemon on the back against the Cresselia, and we see the Talonflame coming in now. And we can get some shields here as well with our Dark Pulse. And he has to go for the Brave Bird here, and I'm just gonna let it go. Because if he doesn't go for the Brave Bird, which he doesn't, we're gonna be able to get to another move here. And we're gonna be able to KO him, or we get the last shield as well. We get the last shield, we're just gonna go into our Machamp. We're just gonna let it go as well. And he doesn't even KO us and swaps out, which is perfect for us. We go into our Incineroar. Now we can see which moveset he has as well, which is very important for the Talonflame matchup. And we see he has Grass Knot and Moonblast. And at this point, we win this game. Thanks all for watching. See you next episode and have a great rest of your day. Bye.